Welcome to English Podcast Academy. So many people ask, how can I speak English fluently? And the answer is simple, but not easy. Fluency doesn't come from doing a lot once. It comes from doing a little every single day. If you want to speak English smoothly, you need to hear it every day. Not just study it, not just read it, but live with it. Change the sound around you. Put English in your room, in your morning, in your music, your phone, your mirror. Let English become your background. Let it become your habit. That's how it starts. That's how fluency begins. Now listen to this story. It's simple, it's real, and it's here to train your ears. His name is Eric. He works at a bakery on the corner of a quiet street. Every day he wakes up at 5 o'clock. The sky is still dark, the city is still sleeping, but the bakery is already warm, filled with the quiet rhythm of early hours and the gentle hum of beginning again. He puts on his apron, ties it quickly, and washes his hands. He checks the dough. It's ready. He smiles, not just because it's risen well, but because this small success marks the start of another honest day. Then the morning begins. Flour floating like soft snow in the air, the faint sound of jazz coming from the old radio, and the sweet, comforting smell of bread baking in the oven. It's a smell that reminds people of home. Customers start to arrive, one by one. Some say good morning, others just nod, their eyes still heavy with sleep. But Eric always smiles, always speaks, simple English, slow English, kind English. Like a quiet handshake, his words open the day. Would you like the rye or the sourdough? Have a nice day. Enjoy your coffee. He's not perfect. He makes mistakes. Sometimes he forgets a word. Sometimes he says something twice. But he speaks every day. Because every day while he bakes, he listens to podcasts that speak slowly, to gentle voices telling stories, to dialogues that feel real and soft. He doesn't open grammar books anymore. He doesn't write long lists of rules. Instead, he listens while kneading the dough, while watching the oven, while sweeping the floor. He repeats phrases he hears. He tries their rhythm in his own mouth. That's his way. 6 months ago, Eric couldn't finish one sentence without stopping. His voice would trail off. He'd search for words and find only silence. But now he talks to tourists with ease. He makes small jokes about the weather. He offers directions to the train station. He tells people how he makes his cinnamon rolls, not because he studied harder, because he listened more. It happened slowly, like bread rising in the dark, quietly, gently. But every morning his English grew warmer, softer, more alive. Let's take a closer look at a few phrases from Eric's story. These aren't just words, they carry feeling, rhythm, and meaning. When you understand them deeply and say them slowly, they start to live in your voice too. Let me show you what each one means and why it matters. The city is still sleeping. This sentence paints a calm scene. It suggests that it's so early in the morning that the streets are empty, the shops are closed, and even the birds haven't started singing yet. It's a moment of stillness when everything feels quiet and untouched. For example, imagine walking outside at 5 a.m. No cars, no voices, just silence and the chill of the morning air. That's the feeling behind this line. Flower in the air. This short phrase creates a lively image. It means that baking has already begun and the bakery is full of motion. You can picture Eric tossing dough, brushing flour off his hands, maybe even sneezing a little from the powder in the air. It's not just about flour. It's about energy, movement, and a space filled with life and smell and texture. Would you like the rye or the sourdough? This question is gentle and respectful. It offers a clear choice, but also shows good customer service. The phrase, "would you like," is polite and inviting, often used when serving others. For example, someone in a cafe might say, "Would you like milk with your tea?" It gives the listener a moment to decide without pressure. He doesn't study grammar books anymore. This line tells us about Eric's journey. He used to rely on traditional learning, memorizing rules and doing exercises, but that wasn't helping him speak, so he changed his method. Instead of reading about the language, he started hearing it, real conversations, natural speech. It shows that sometimes letting go of old methods opens the door to real progress. Because he listened more. These 4 words carry the heart of the story. Eric didn't get better by trying harder. He got better by changing how he learned. Listening every day helped him absorb rhythm, tone, and real-life phrases. Just like a child learning to speak, he let the language soak into him. That quiet habit, repeated daily, became the reason everything changed. Fluency is not about being perfect. It's not about memorizing everything. It's about being present with the language, listening, feeling, repeating. So now ask yourself, how can I bring more English into my day? Can I listen while I walk, while I eat, while I clean? This video is one small step, but tomorrow there should be another one, and the next day, another. That's the only way to become fluent. We're here with you, every morning, every word. Subscribe to English Podcast Academy. Make English your everyday sound.